I remember when I first quit my job that I thought if I had to go back to another job, that would be just the biggest failure. I would feel like a gigantic loser, and it would just be my worst nightmare basically. And that was about 9 years ago that I quit my job to pursue entrepreneurship, and that's thankfully, it never happened. There were some very close, hairy moments where I sort of had to do some extra things to make some money, just to keep going with my lifestyle and pay my bills. But I basically, like, when I did have to go do those things to make some extra money, I felt like a failure. I felt like, I wasn't succeeding in the business that I wanted to succeed in. And to me, that was everything. That was my whole entire drive. And to be honest, it still is now. It's to succeed at business, at life. And what we perceive as failures, they're just not failures. Like, it's just a word, it's a label. And if you can sort of switch that around and just think of every failure as growth. It was a growth, part of your growth journey. And a growth journey, as you know, it doesn't just go, it's not a linear curve up. It is up and down, up and down, up and down. And if you're doing the right thing, then it's overall, if you take a zoom out, take a long-term approach, you're going upwards. And, I think a fear of failure amongst men these days is a common thing. I think it probably always has been. And it doesn't help with, social media and people showing the highlight reels of their life. And, just this constant barrage of societal pressure that if you don't do something, then you're a failure. And again, it's just a label, that someone's made up. But there is a cost of staying in your comfort zone. You miss opportunities, you miss the growth that you can get from putting yourself out there. You've just got to break fear down into smaller chunks so that you don't have to sort of look at it as just this gigantic leap that you have to overcome. And I guess the biggest thing for me is embracing fear as feedback, and embracing failures as feedback as well. Okay, so that didn't work, or maybe it was a slight deviation on my journey. So it's not a defeat. It was just a learning opportunity. So I think just start small, and start trying to practice some risk taking daily, so that you get used to small failures first, instead of spending hundreds of thousands of dollars going into a brand new business opportunity, for example, and failing at that, because that can set you back years, decades even. Anyway, that's just a strange sort of example, but look at your fears as a growth opportunity and break it down into smaller chunks, and try failing on a small term basis first, and maybe that will help in some way. So anyway, if you like videos like this, help you out in life as a man, hit subscribe.